For decades, psychologists have relied on a powerful framework known as the Big Five to map the vast landscape of human personality, an approach that has shaped our understanding of what makes each of us unique. These 5 pillars, openness, conscientiousness, extroversion, agreeableness, and neuroticism, became the foundation for describing the rich variety of human character. Over time, these traits became the language we use to describe ourselves and others, helping us make sense of our relationships, our work, and even our dreams. Openness is the spark of curiosity and creativity that drives us to explore new ideas, while conscientiousness is the steady hand of organization and responsibility that keeps us on track. Extroversion means drawing energy from social connections and thriving in the company of others, while agreeableness is the warmth, kindness, and cooperation that bind communities together. Neuroticism, on the other hand, measures how much we experience negative emotions like anxiety, sadness, or self-doubt, reminding us that vulnerability is part of being human. For years, the Big Five seemed to explain almost everything about how people differ, offering a universal map for understanding personality. These traits were tested across cultures, ages, and backgrounds, and became the gold standard in psychology. But as with all science, our understanding continues to evolve. Just as astronomers once discovered new planets beyond the familiar stars, new scientific tools are now revealing hidden dimensions of personality that we never imagined. What if our trusted map of personality is missing entire continents, whole regions of the mind waiting to be explored? The time has come to look deeper, to challenge what we think we know, and to venture into the hidden corners of the human mind where new discoveries await. The journey into the unknown has just begun, and the next chapter of personality science is about to unfold. To see beyond the Big Five, the classic pillars of personality psychology, we must look further, past what we already know about ourselves. That's why scientists turn to artificial intelligence, seeking new ways to understand the complexity of human nature. They gather data from millions worldwide, how we answer questions, behave online, and make choices in our daily lives, both big and small. The AI wasn't told what to look for. Instead, it searched for hidden patterns in this vast digital universe, exploring connections no human could see alone. It found clusters of behaviors that didn't fit the old model, new constellations in the personality sky, revealing possibilities we hadn't imagined. The Big Five remained important, but the AI uncovered other traits with their own gravitational pull, reshaping our understanding of what makes us unique. These weren't just subtle variations, they were entirely new dimensions of being human, each with its own story to tell. Our personalities, it turns out, are built from a much richer set of materials than we ever thought possible, shaped by culture, experience, and even technology itself. With technology as our guide, we're finally reading the hidden chapters of the human story, discovering new layers of who we are and who we might become. Among these new traits, self-transcendence stands out, a sense of connection to something larger than yourself. It's about reaching beyond your own needs and desires and feeling part of a greater whole, whether that's humanity, nature, or a spiritual force. This trait can inspire people to act with compassion, empathy, and a deep sense of purpose. People high in self-transcendence find meaning in spirituality, nature, or helping others. They often seek out opportunities to make a positive impact, and their actions can ripple outward, inspiring those around them to do the same. Another is risk-taking, a fundamental orientation toward uncertainty and challenge. Risk-takers are energized by the unknown, and they're often the first to try something new or step outside their comfort zone. Risk-takers thrive on pushing boundaries, while others prefer safety and predictability. Both approaches have value, shaping how we respond to life's opportunities and setbacks. Then there's digital adaptability, the ease with which someone navigates technology and online life. In today's world, this trait is more important than ever, influencing how we work, learn, and connect. Some are digital natives, comfortable with every new app or device, while others feel overwhelmed by constant change and the fast pace of innovation. These traits shape how we connect, learn, and make decisions every day. They influence our relationships, our work, and even our sense of identity. Self-transcendence is the volunteer at a soup kitchen, reaching out to help others and finding fulfillment in service. Risk-taking is the friend who moves to a new country on a whim, embracing adventure and the unknown. Digital adaptability is the grandparent mastering video calls, bridging generations and staying connected in new ways. Naming these patterns helps us see them in ourselves and others. It allows us to appreciate the diversity of strengths and perspectives that shape our communities. They give us a richer vocabulary for the human experience, helping us understand, celebrate, and connect with one another in deeper, more meaningful ways. Knowing about these new traits changes how we see ourselves. Maybe you don't fit the Big Five, but you thrive online. That's digital adaptability. or you feel deeply connected to nature, that's self-transcendence. This expanded model validates the parts of us the old map missed. It helps us understand friends who take big risks or coworkers who shine online. These insights foster empathy and better communication. In work, they help us build teams that celebrate a wider spectrum of talent. The big five aren't wrong, they're just incomplete. We are each a universe of thoughts, feelings, and hidden galaxies. How many more traits are waiting to be discovered within the vast expanse of the human mind?